What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Pirate Pals. I'm Mike. This is Cole, and it's been quite a while.
It has been quite a while, and there's a little thing called coronavirus that has obviously
messed everything up.
Exactly, messed almost everything.
The last time we came at you, we got back from spring training, and then I guess we were kind of lucky to even get it in because right after that, all hell seemed to break loose. But hope everybody's staying safe and everybody's okay. But looks like we got baseball on the way.
We got baseball.
It's taken a while. We're mid-season form, but it looks like the season is about to start. We got a 60-game season. So
first of all, we're just going to be talking about what our predictions are for the starting lineup. And so let's just kind of break this down. I think catcher, obviously, we're going to get Stallings.
But just a couple of days ago, Luke Maley, who was brought in to be the backup, broke his finger during an inter-squad game. So, John Paul Murphy, I think the guy's name is, we actually got to see him play down in spring training. He hit a couple home runs.
Home run.
Yeah, so, he's going to be the backup now. The rest of the lineup pretty much seems to be set, So first base,
obviously, I think Josh Bell. If everything turns to crap, and then you play in the last 3 games, obviously they're going to switch it up, bring all the new guys in. But for now,
the face of the franchise, Josh Bell, he's going to be your first baseman, unless they want to move him to become a DH in some cases. Which this is going to be a new twist of the season. We're going to have a DH. That's going to make things pretty interesting. Second baseman, the Gold Glove candidate, Adam Frazier.
I agree, 100%.
Shortstop, Newman, without a doubt. Looks like third base is probably going to be Colin Moran.
Or like I've been saying, or I'm kind of disagreeing because Mike over here, he's not bringing in Jose Ozuna, I want him to play. Honestly,
you kind of need to get his bat in the lineup, which again now we have the DH, which would be almost a perfect spot for him because last year, he was crushing home runs off the bench. So that's probably going to be his spot in the DH. But he can play third, he can play first, he can play outfield. In fact, I think one of the things that this year's Pirates are doing is they're going to have a lot of interchangeable players at almost every position. Outfield, we got Reynolds at left. We got Brian Kevin Dyson. He's going to be playing center field. Polanco's in right, but he was looking pretty good. He is someone who's tested positive for the COVID.
Yeah, he is asymptomatic, so he's not.
Yeah, he should be back a week or so, hopefully. He's not going to probably make it in time for the start of the season, but, I don't think he's going to miss too much.
Yeah, honestly.
But Guillermo Heredia, I think, is someone else we brought in. He's probably going to play right. Maybe Ozuna's going to get out there. They're actually putting Cole Tucker in right field right now. So
Cole Tucker is kind of that. He's honestly what you can consider a utility player for the infield and possibly outfield, like you
Kevin
said.
Kevin Kramer, he can play anywhere. So it's going to be pretty interesting because there's a lot of people who can play just about anywhere. Gonzalez, he's another one, short, second, third. That's going to be pretty much the starters. But as far as rotation goes, what we have is, unfortunately, Archer decided to have surgery, so he's going to be out for the year and the shortened season. And at the time when we made a decision, we didn't know we were going to have baseball, but here we are. Of course, Tyon's out for the year with the...
he should be back next 2021, so it should be.
So our starting rotation will be...
I think what's going to happen, I think Joe Musgrove is going to be our ace this year. Trevor Williams, I believe, is going to probably be second. They may have Keller in third.
Probably going to be the third guy, And he had shown some, he showed like he could be a big league player at times last year when they brought him up. So I know the new pitching coach, Marin, has been working with him. So I think he might be a pleasant surprise. They brought in Derek Holland. He's going to be the fourth starter. And
it looks like Chad Cole and Steven Brault are kind of going to have like a I don't know, like kind of a two starting pitcher game. Yeah. Like they're gonna bring him in bring Brault in for a couple innings and then bring in Chad Cole for a couple
And
innings.
it's nice to see Chad Cole back after coming back off of Tommy John surgery. Now, unfortunately, Felipe Vasquez is no longer, I mean, he's probably never going to play baseball
again. He's going
again.
to stay in prison for a while. Especially all the...
That kind of hurts, losing a top-tier closer like that. Cal Crick is now, I would assume, possibly, it's probably going to be, closer by committee. Rich Rodriguez can do it. I think he'd be very good at it.
So Michael Feliz, he can do it.
He has his ups and downs.
Exactly.
Nick Birdie's back. I mean, we watched a game where I honestly thought he broke his arm or something. Yep. I've never seen a player throw a pitch and react that way, that didn't break their arm. But he had a really bad injury last year, and he's back. So it's good to have him back. But the guy that we liked, and we saw a pitch who ended up having tested positive for COVID was Blake Cinderland. And I would love to see him come up.
It was very cool to watch him warm up.
Yep.
And we watched him
pitch. I mean, he was outstanding. So I think he's going to be somebody to keep around. Now, is that lineup going to be good enough to win enough games in a 60-game season?
We are not like the Dodgers, and we can pay our way basically into winning a World Series. Not going to happen.
So there's
anything's possible in a 60-game season.
So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. So predictions. You want to start with predictions?
I will go on a limb. I feel like our new staff and everybody can turn this team around. Don't think it's going to be this season. This season is actually perfect. We got a small sample size of games to work with, and maybe we can turn something around. I say we go 29-31. That's me.
I'm going to go with 27-33. I just don't have faith in the bullpen right now. I'm not sure that the starting pitcher is going to be good enough to have us win enough games. I don't think we have enough hitting where we're going to score 4, 5, 6 runs a game. Probably 2, 3, or 4. And I think we have a pitching staff with ERA between 4 and 5 this year, and we're probably going to score 3 or 4 runs. So I just, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but I was very optimistic last year, and I was right until the All-Star break, and then it just fell apart with the slump. But anyways, all right. So there you go. So we have our predictions. We got to talk about the starting lineups. I'm going to hold off to play the what if game, but let's talk about real quick what's going on right now. And then the season starts, and it's going to be a 3-game series in St. Louis to open up the season, and then we come back home to play
the Brewers.
Okay,
and then we will go on the road and versus the Cubs.
You're on the road against St. Louis division team. If you could win at least one, 2 would be spectacular. That's get 2 out of 3 in St. Louis and then come back home. That'd be awesome. You got to win the 2 out of 3 against the Brewers at home, at least the minimum. And if you go on the road with the Cubs, if you come between those 3 series, you're winning 5 games, 6 games. You're starting off the season because guess what? That's the 6th of the season's already gone.
Yep.
So
it's very true.
So these first 3 series are going to be very big and very important.
It's gonna sound weird, but the first 9 games are probably going to be the most important for teams to get started. Yep. And I think once the teams know that they're 1-8, they're probably going to
with only handful, well not a handful, but 50 games left. It's going to be hard to climb out of that hole. So here's the all right. Let's go to the ifs. What needs to happen for the Pirates to actually make the playoffs? And to me, there's a lot of ifs. If the Pirates do not get into slumps like they did last year, the slumps absolutely killed them to 5 games, 6-game losing streaks, 7 games, 8-game losing streaks. That destroyed the second half of the season. So in a 60-game season, you can't lose more than 2 in a row. I mean, you losing 3 or 4 in a row, that's like losing 7 or 8 in a row in a 162 game season. So,
even more. Honestly, even more.
So that's the big if, or one of the big ifs. If the Pirates need to win, they can't get into any kind of a slump. They have to at least maintain playing 500 ball and, hopefully a little bit better, especially for the first half of the 60 games.
You're basically, you can't go and versus a ball club and lose a whole straight series.
Yeah.
You can't. You have to win at least one.
Yep.
Exactly.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to me, that's the big if. If the new coaches and the new management, if they are able to bring out the best in all the players, I think that's something that that could be one of those things you don't necessarily think about. That could change a season, change a team, for the better. You have camaraderie, you have everybody on the same page. That's when you can win those 3-2 games, those 4-3 games. The coaching decisions, the management decisions. I think with a whole new, clean slate, that might be able to win a few more games. And if 2 or 3 or 4 games that way in a 60-game season is huge.
Yeah, exactly.
That's huge. So other ifs, if the bullpen could somehow.
We just don't have enough general talent. Like you have to have some form of superstar.
The pitching is the big concern to me. I think we're not going to have a lot of power, but I think we're going to be able to hit the ball. I think we're going to be able to score runs.
We're going to be a single and double team.
Yeah, as long as you can group a couple of those hits together in one inning, you're going to score 2 or 3 or 4 runs. And that's how they're going to have to do it. There's going to be very few games where we're going to be blowing teams out. There's going to be very few games where it's going to be barn burners. So I think it's you gotta be able to take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you. So that's my ifs. I mean, I'm not going to there's a lot of things I could do more specifically like I did last year, but that's pretty much it.
All I'm going to say is just 2 big things. No, 3 big things. The one is we have to have the pitching, and we also have to have the hitting. Obviously, no crap. That's
baseball.
Exactly. It's baseball. Number 2 is I feel like this is the one positive thing that we have towards us where we have a fresh new start, and hopefully we can get good chemistry. That's number 2. Yeah. Good chemistry. We don't have Crick and Vasquez punching each other over music.
Yeah.
We don't need that. Hopefully that is
Crick fighting the bullpen coach. The bullpen coach is gone. So, I mean, just all the things that Keller, the things that with him. I mean, just
no more drama. Basically.
Yes, exactly. There you go. I like where you put it. No more drama.
Number 3, no more drama. There we go.
All right, folks. I'm glad we're back. It's good to be back. It's good to have baseball back. Fingers crossed we're going to actually get through a 60-game season. It's going to be fun at least.
It's going to have some ups and downs. That's all I'm going to say.
It's going to be fun to watch some baseball.
Exactly. It's going to be fun to watch a sport where usually it's on the whole summer.
Yeah.
And nothing out. We can go to a ball game and experience
Puig
fighting everybody.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen for us this year. So, but all right, everybody. I hope you tune back in. Keep our fingers crossed. The Pirates going to. I know our predictions. My prediction wasn't that optimistic, but
it's a time to find ourselves.
Yes.
This is the time. This is a perfect time to find ourselves
and to start building
and start building into next season. Beautiful. Right. There we go. All right.
All right. You ready?
This is challenging. We haven't done this in a while. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on all of our videos. If you want to check out anything, just go to our playlist and zoom down. We have tons and tons of things about the last year's season.
Yep.
And we were pretty miserable last season, but still.
No, second half, especially. The second half was awful.
There was a video literally called Pirate Pals Review, The Slump.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to go and see our depressed faces on that video, you go ahead. But all news, just stay safe.
Yep.
We're gonna watch some baseball next week. So hope we have fun. All right,
Ready?
3, 2, 1,
Let's go Bucs.